We should listen to a podcast. You want to listen to yours? And I'm like, no. No.
Do you want to be tortured for an hour? Absolutely not.
Ma'am.
I just like to make sure that micers are still
Micers.
going.
Breaker. Whoops. Whoopsies.
Well, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Let's do this. Welcome to Our Life in Books, where we talk about our lives, books, and everything in between. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Samantha, and we're cousins. All right. This week we're chatting about holiday books and December new releases. But first, what tea are we drinking?
So we are drinking Dreamsicle from the Tea Cellar. This tea has got Ceylon black tea, rose petals, cornflowers, cranberry, orange, and peach flavors.
It's really good.
It is really good. It smells so good, too.
What did I say? I said it tastes kind of like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Like just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Like not overpowering.
No, not overpowering at all. Oh, it's perfect for today. We got we got snow. I didn't like it.
No,
I got snow boots out.
I don't like winter at all. Like,
No.
I'm starting to question why I live in Iowa.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing here?
We were talking. What did we say? I was like, let's move or wait till global warming makes the snow go away in Iowa.
And I was like, I feel like that's not the best plan.
No, wrong.
It has worse repercussions, but, you know, we could just move.
Maybe. So what are you reading?
Okay, so I just started this book the other night because I realized I'm going to blog tour for it on Friday.
Oh.
It's called The Kill Club by Wendy Hurd. So it's a thriller mystery. So it's about a girl named Jazz, and she has this fierce love for her younger brother Joaquin, and he got adopted by her foster mother Carol.
Mm-hmm.
Carol's kind of a fanatical religious person. And she believes that Joaquin's diabetes can be treated with prayer. And so she refuses to give him his medication.
Oh, no.
And Jazz will do anything to get him his stuff.
Yeah.
But so finally, Carol just takes off with Joaquin, and Jazz can't find them and doesn't know what's going on. And then Jazz gets contacted by this underground group of people that she calls Murder Club. So it's basically, once you join and once you agree to do this, you are in charge of killing another person's abuser. Every person in this little club is getting abused by someone and wants to get out of a situation. And so each person kills someone for someone else. They don't know who, nobody's connected, so that nobody gets the murder pinned on them.
Yeah.
Everything is very anonymous. But so then she's kind of tasked with is this what I want to do?
Yeah.
And then once she agrees, she kind of messes up. And now she's stuck with, this murder club that, she could get all these murders pinned on her now that she can be traced back to a couple of them. And yeah, it's this crazy, crazy, crazy thing.
Oh, that sounds so good.
It's very good. I think I read the first half in one sitting. And then last night I didn't get to read. So yeah, it's really good.
Oh, that sounds so good.
So, what are you reading?
I am reading the Guardian series by A.J. Messenger. It's a YA paranormal romance. I just needed a little bit of romance and paranormal. Just kind of some I don't know.
So what?
Happy ending, feel good.
What's the paranormal? Is it vampires?
It is angels and demons and dark angels and spirits and stuff like that. So it's about Declan Jane, a quite ordinary girl who suffers with anxiety, which I thought was really nice to read a book about a girl that struggles with anxiety.
Yeah.
She gets through it with her best friend Liz, who is funky with pink in her hair, and Finn, her best friend, who they've been best friends since kindergarten, and he has Asperger's.
Oh.
And she really likes him because he doesn't joke around. He's serious, and he tells her how it is constantly, which is just so refreshing. So that's why they've gotten along so well. When the new guy in school makes Declan's panic attacks better, she can't help but be drawn to him. But why is he here, and why does he tell her they have to keep their distance? So that's kind of how it starts.
Yeah.
And I really liked the anxiety and the Asperger's parts, just because it kind of gets into it and how to handle anxiety attacks. It was really good. And I really like how AJ has this paranormal world, because there's angels and dark angels, but there's also spirit, and angels aren't angels with wings. It's not the normal wings.
Yeah.
They're energy. They're just balls of energy and life and soul.
Oh, okay.
So it's really interesting. And then Declan and her mom are really close because her father has passed away. So I really like that. They have like Netflix movie nights where they just eat popcorn and veg, and I really like that. And I started reading the series because it's all on Kindle Unlimited, all 4 books.
That's awesome.
And then I'm also starting The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. That's a YA science fiction dystopian. And you've read it.
Yes, it's so good.
Okay, so I'll tell the listeners really quick. It's a world where, and you can add in. Okay. This is kind of like what I read from the synopsis. A world where you are sent away for a year when you are 16. It's called the Grace Year, where girls are told they have this strong aphrodisiac in their skin and must release their magic into the wild so they can come back and they can be ready for marriage. The problem is not all the girls come back. Tierney James is coming on her 16th year and wishes for a life without society pitting women against each other. I read this and I'm already annoyed because I feel like it's going to be like the Handmaid's Tale, and
it's been compared a lot to the Handmaid's Tale and The Power, I think is it came out this year, I believe. But it also reminded me of Lord of the Flies.
I was actually going to say that, but I wasn't sure if it was quite on because I haven't read it.
So the girls for their 16th year, for their Grace Year, they have to go out to this. It's an island, and they're basically locked in this like compound. Like there's a giant fence all around it, and it's just them. Like there's nobody else.
Guards?
Yeah, I mean there's guards on the outside of the fence, but they don't come in. And so these girls just have to fend for themselves, and it gets crazy. Like it gets very like this is a very, very dark book.
Is it kind of like, I was just thinking, is it kind of like the Grey Sisters when they're having to like tough it out like that, or like they don't have any wilderness experience?
It does remind me a bit of that.
I was wondering that.
And I'm gonna say it also reminds me of The Village, if you've ever seen that movie.
Okay, I've seen the movie The Village.
Okay. It gave me some very strong Village vibes too. Just because of how like brainwashed these people are.
The girls?
The whole community.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Is it like dark? Would you say like there needs to be like a warning on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, very dark.
All right.
Very dark.
I'm gonna have to read a happy book after.
Yeah.
And so I haven't read it, you've read it. We're gonna do a mini episode over on our Patreon about this as soon as I get done reading it, because I think it's so interesting. These books are.
I'm so I think it's funny, our mini episodes so far, there's only gonna be 2, but so far they've followed this theme of like
dark
and like women and you know.
Well, I think it's just in the time where I want to read books like that that make me think. Yeah. And I think it's nice to talk with you and then talk to everyone on Patreon about these heavy subject books.
Right.
I think it's really fun.
It's so crazy because as I was reading it, like obviously I acknowledge that it's dark and like I can see all the terribleness, but Alex was asking me about the book. And as I'm explaining it to him and like all the like rules and all the things, he was like, what are you reading? Like his reaction made me kind of stop and be like, oh, this is like a lot darker than I'm giving it credit for.
You're in the world. So you're like, what? Everything is fine. This is normal.
Right. Yeah. It's so weird.
Oh, that's crazy. I can't wait can you like give us a little like teaser of what the rules are? Like, can you give us like a rule that you remember that stuck out to you?
It's so gross. Like the girls are all owned by men. So like
I didn't know that.
Before they leave for their 16th year, for the Grace Year, they get a crown, like a flower crown from a boy, and when they come back from their Grace Year they have to marry that boy. So he's claimed her and she doesn't get any say in it. So
I'm already mad.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right, I'm ready to read this now. I did want to point out really quick, I saw on Goodreads that this book has been optioned by Universal and Elizabeth Banks to be a movie, which is so cool.
I know. I was reading it and I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to see this turned into a movie.
Yeah, especially I love Elizabeth Banks, so I'm ready to see it.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
I can't wait to have her mini episode. I almost want to read it again just to like.
Yeah, I definitely think you should go back through and like highlight some stuff because I read pretty fast.
A ton of stuff when I was going through it the first time because it's written. It's kind of written as a stream of consciousness. Like, you know, she's like, you're just reading her reactions as they're happening. And she has all these like very intense thoughts.
Yeah.
And they all make such good sense, but like in the world that she's in, you know, you're just kind of like, obviously that's how it is. But in her world, it's not obvious.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, I just highlighted a ton of stuff.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Oh, okay. So next, we'll be looking for that. We'll post about it on Instagram to let you guys know, and then also it's on Patreon.
Yeah.
You have to be a let me scroll
book
down.
dragon
Book
and
dragon,
a book
wizard,
right? Or a book wizard,
or
sorry,
a book wizard
both.
to listen to it, not both. So let's go on to the new releases. Now we actually half of this episode is about new releases because we aren't going to be doing another normal regular podcast until January.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're just gonna have some tea chats in there. So yeah. Do you want me to start? Do you want to start? Do you want to just kind of go through them as from like December 1st on?
Yeah, I'll let you start.
Okay, cool. All right, so coming out, this already came out December 1st, In the Dark by Loreth Ann White, and it's adult thriller. I saw this I think I got declined on NetGalley for this book.
Oh.
So I really still want to read it. This reminded me of, what did I just get done reading? 10.
Oh, okay.
So, about 8 guests promised a luxury spa vacation but end up being part of a nefarious game that risks their lives.
Ooh.
Homicide cop Mason and search and rescue expert Callie brave the elements to find the 8 guests before it's too late.
Oh, that sounds good.
So all the guests start getting hunted, and they're like, so you're seeing like the side of the guests and then the side of the 2 people trying to find them and solve what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and it is available on Kindle Unlimited already, which is crazy.
It sounds like that festival, except scary. Fire Festival.
It does, except for scary.
Like they get there and find out.
Have you seen the documentary for Fire Festival?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. It's not appropriate to say on this podcast, but I'll tell you about it and we can clip it for Patreon or something because there's a part in it that it just sticks
Alex
out.
Watched it, but I didn't.
I was into documentaries for a while there.
That's all he watches.
Yeah. He's a nerd.
All right, so December 3rd, Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi, wow, came out. So that's the sequel to Children of Blood and Bone. And I didn't want to spoil that book because so much happens and like it has a really big, crazy ending.
Yes.
So I'm just going to give the quick little synopsis of Children of Blood and Bone.
Which I'm very happy with because I don't want to be spoiled. I have not read Children of Blood and Bone yet.
Well, and if you know me at all, you know I have to reread the first book before I can read the second because I don't remember.
Yeah.
So
too many books.
So I don't want to be re-spoiled.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Okay, so Zelly Adebola remembers when the soil of Orisha hummed with magic. Burners ignited flames, Tiders beckoned waves, and Zelly's Reaper mother summoned forth souls. But everything changed the night magic disappeared. Under the orders of a ruthless king, Magi were killed, leaving Zelly without a mother and her people without hope. Now Zelly has one chance to bring back magic and strike against the monarchy. With the help of a rogue princess, Zelly must outwit and outrun the crown prince who is hell-bent on eradicating magic for good.
Ooh.
So good. It was I do remember that. I remember loving it. On my Goodreads like little thing I wrote, review, that's the word. I said I stayed up past my bedtime to finish it. So, you know, it was good.
I remember you talking about it. But you couldn't tell me a lot because you couldn't spoil it.
Right. Yeah, because there is a lot that happens.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to read it. Okay, the next is Revere by Ryan LaSala. It's a YA fantasy with LGBTQ plus in it. About Kane Montgomery waking up half dead in a river, and he can't remember anything about his life or why the world around him keeps changing rapidly. This wildly imaginative debut explores what happens when the secret world that people hide within themselves comes to light. So, yeah, he wakes up in a river. He doesn't remember who he is. These 3 people say that they're his best friends. And then all of a sudden, like this church becomes a giant castle. And this house becomes a store. And things are changing around him. And he doesn't understand what's going on.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So this is one of the books I got from Book of the Month Club, so I'm very excited to read it. Dangerous Alliance by Jennieke Cohen is a YA historical romance about Lady Victoria Aston and her pursuit of finding a suitable husband. But who can she trust? has true intentions. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue meets Jane Austen this witty, winky, oh my God. Winking historical romance with a dash of mystery.
Ooh.
And there is a sneak peek on Epic Reads where you can read like a couple chapters to really get into it, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I love when they do that.
Yes, me too. And that's another one on the Book of the Month Club YA I didn't pick.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I see what the cover looks like.
The cover's so pretty. I actually am kicking myself that I didn't get that just because it actually sounds like a historical romance that I would like.
Right.
So
yes, because I still think that you would like A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, which there's a second one now.
I have it.
The first one? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, I think we got it at BookCon.
Yep, there we go.
But yeah, there's a second one, and there's like a middle halvesies one, and then the third one I believe was just announced.
Ooh,
so
I do like the covers of those. Do you want me to continue?
Sure.
Okay. I didn't say when these came out. I'm sorry. It's the third.
Yep, we're still on the third.
Where the World Ends by Geraldine I looked up how to say this. McGoffin? YA historical fiction about friends who go hunting for birds on an island and become stranded.
Ooh.
This is an extraordinary story of fortitude, endurance, tragedy, and survival set against an unforgettable backdrop of savage beauty. And that's another one on Book of the Month Club YA this month for December.
That's crazy. I love island.
Yeah, Lord of the Flies is kind of how I got it. Yeah, that's when you said that. I was looking at you like, there's another book we're going to talk about. Yes. December 9th.
I just growled.
Okay. December 9th, A Violet Fire by Kelsey Quick. That is an adult fantasy romance about a vampire society where human blood is scarce, so they enslave and breed humans. Yeah, Waverly Sterling must fight for her freedom. Set in a richly detailed world of fantasy, A Violet Fire is a gripping journey filled with passion, betrayal, lies, and the encouragement we all need to take a stand for our freedom, no matter the cost.
Holy cow.
Right? So I'm like, vampire books are okay, but I was like, oh, that's like definitely different.
Yeah, that's a big spin on the whole vampire thing.
Coming out December 10th, Never Enough by Kelly Elliott. This is an adult romance about a bull rider struggling with the death of his wife and a woman who is escaping her life to find out what she's missing. And that is available on Kindle Unlimited.
Dang.
This was suggested to me in an indie book group. And I happened to follow the author, and then that's how I found it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a nice little adult romance for those adult romance lovers out there.
Yeah. So the next one, did you also get on NetGalley?
Yes.
Dead Girls Club?
Yes.
Okay, me too. So Dead Girls Club by Damien Angelica Walters is an adult thriller about Heather Cole and her group of friends in the Dead Girls Club, a club where they exchange stories about serial killers and monsters until Becca ends up dead. 30 years later, Heather receives Becca's necklace in the mail. Someone knows what Heather did that night, and they're going to make her pay.
I cannot wait to read.
I feel like that's going to be another maybe mini episode,
right? I think it has to be. I think it sounds so good because in the little blurb of it, it kind of like tells you what's going on. So you're like, I already know so much. What else is going to happen?
Right? Yeah. It sounds
Time
like
jumps. I love that.
What's that movie from when we were younger? I
Now
know
and
what you did last summer.
Nope. What's all about girls in a club?
Totally different genre.
Whoops, my bad. Yep, that also is.
I guess.
No,
a necklace. I was thinking more murdery.
Well, I thought about a necklace. When she loses it. I don't know.
Oh my.
Whoops. All right, never mind. Next is Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. It's an adult contemporary romance about Morgan Grant and her daughter Clara, who are constantly fighting. Morgan wants to prevent Clara from making the same mistakes she did, becoming a teen mom and marrying too young. When Chris, Clara's father, gets into an accident, it pushes the two even farther apart, and Clara finds comfort in a boy, which worsens the strain on her and her mother's relationship. This touching novel is about family, first love, grief, and betrayal that will touch the hearts of both mothers and daughters. And it's on Kindle Unlimited. I picked it because it kind of reminded me a little bit of that book I read that made me cry and I had to call my mom. What was that?
Oh, yeah. And you need your stuffed animal when you read it.
Yes. Yep. Cool. Can't remember what it is.
Nope.
But yeah, I just really like the the mother-daughter books that are like a little bit of a struggle because we've all, in one way or another, butted heads with our mothers. How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glasgow. So, yeah, that is why I grabbed that one because I was like, ooh, that kind of reminds me of that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Different, but still the same strain.
Sounds good.
Yes. December 12th, Across Time by Elizabeth O'Rourke. I really like her, so I added her.
Sorry.
I thought that was like the dog and it was the leg. I was like, the dog's right there. Is about a woman who is thrown into back in time to pre-war France and is stuck with a handsome yet infuriating Henry Durand.
Ooh.
So it kind of like
Outlander?
Yes, that's what. Yeah, I thought it kind of sounded like that, where she's a successful person, and all of a sudden she's like, she has to figure out how she got into pre-war France,
right?
And then it's so interesting.
I like that.
Yeah.
So this next one, I'm on another blog tour for at the end of the month.
Yeah, I really want to read this one.
So this comes out December 30th. It's called Good Girls Lie by J.T. Ellison, which I love her books.
Really, I would say I've never read her, but I really like the cover.
So this is a YA thriller about Silent Ivy, a prep school where daughters of the rich and influential go. But when a popular girl is found dead, rumors go around that she was struggling with a secret. J.C. Ellison's pulse-pounding new novel examines the tenuous bonds of friendship, the power of lies, and the desperate lengths people will go to protect their secrets. Oh my gosh, I can't read tonight. But yeah, I really like her stuff, and so I'm excited because her other books that I've read are all adult books.
Oh.
So I'm really excited for a YA.
Yeah, I really liked the synopsis of this one. I was like, oh, I really want to read that.
I seem to have like a thing for like private school books too.
Me
just
too.
Because like it's such an isolated setting. It's so interesting.
And we both didn't go to those, so we don't. Right. So they could be like, it's exactly what I think prep school is. If that makes
so it's
any
like
sense.
A fantasy
almost. Almost like a fantasy. Also coming out December 30th is Fame, Fate, and the First Kiss by Casey West. I read another one of her books. She just writes such sweet, like happy, adorable books.
Yes.
It's a YA contemporary romance about Lacey, a young actress who is on set trying to get her mojo back and also find out who is trying to sabotage her. What she doesn't expect is to fall straight for the straight-laced tutor Donovan. Ooh. So it's just like this cute little short read, and I really like it.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Oh my god, I can't wait for the next one. Okay, so coming out December 30th is Releasing Keanu by Siobhan Davis. It's an NA romance, new adult. If you guys have been listening for a while, you know I'm obsessed with her and her Kennedy series, which goes through each person in the Kennedy family. But this one's about how do you say it? Keanu. It's like Keanu Reeves. Come on, Samantha. Keanu Kennedy, a quiet model from the Kennedy brand with a broken heart. He fell for Selena and she left him. Now it seems she is back in his life, asking for help again, and this time he's determined to make her see that their love is the real deal. The Kennedy Boys is a series that touches on each of the brothers, and I really, really like it. They grow up in the spotlight, and it will be available on Kindle Unlimited as well.
Yay!
So I really like it because it goes into the other characters as well. And like so far, because she hasn't talked much about these other characters that she hasn't written a book about. So they're very like mysterious. Now I'm just like, okay, I need to know what's going on.
That's one of your favorite things is the series that like explore all the different like relationships.
Yeah,
and,
but then you still get to see everybody else that you know, and character entwines. And like I've seen these two characters, Selena and Keanu, in all the other books.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit about them, but I don't know enough to like, I know like, oh, they were seen here and like they got into a fight or like this and that. But then this book will actually explain what the heck happened.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah. So my Kindle Unlimited book pick, I picked a Christmas one since it's a holiday episode. It's The Christmas Promise by Kaylee Singleton. Mm-hmm. Adult romance, because, you know, Christmas or holiday books are mostly romance. Hazel hides out working at a ski resort to avoid Christmas and forget about the painful Christmas Eve from her past. James comes to the resort every year and cannot understand why Hazel hates Christmas. He is excited to see her again this Christmas and wants to get to know her and make her fall in love with Christmas again.
Aww.
Yeah, so it seems like they run into each other every year. She's always working, he's always visiting, and he's determined to figure out why. And what's going on with her.
And make her happy.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
It's so like a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Right.
That's what I've learned researching for this podcast. It's just all Hallmark.
Mm-hmm. So I did not pick a Christmas book for my Prime reading book because I couldn't find one.
No, I actually looked at Prime because I have Prime reading too, and I kind of looked because I was like, oh, and I couldn't find one. So.
Right, I didn't see any. So if you find any, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
But the one I did pick is called The Rule of One by Ashley and Leslie Saunders. It's a YA dystopian. I read it earlier I believe it was this year.
Because you recommended it to me. Yeah, you did.
I didn't know if it was this year or last year. It's been a while. So I'm pretty sure I talked about it on the podcast, but I'll give the quick little blurb. In the near future United States, a one-child policy is ruthlessly enforced. Everyone follows the rule of one, but Ava Goodwin, daughter of the head of the Texas Family Planning Division, has a secret. Her mother died to keep, and her father has helped to hide for her entire life. Why can't I read that? Anyway, she has an identical twin sister. And
anyway, this is what's happening.
So anyway, they spend most of their life, like up until this point, switching places. One of them like lives in this secret room in the basement while the other one is living the life, and then they switch. And so they have to spend hours every night debriefing each other on what they did for the day so they can keep up the charade.
It's kind of like what happened to Monday or something like that, the Netflix movie. Did you ever watch that? It's like that, only they're like 8 of them or 6 of them or something like that.
Oh, and isn't that a book too?
Yeah, maybe? It is. It is. And they did a show, and there's 6 of them. 7. How many days a week? 7. So there's 7 of them, and then all of a sudden Monday goes missing, and they all have to like figure out what happened to him. It's so good. I think you
sounds good.
Yeah, but that's why I wanted to read this book.
Ooh.
Okay, Book World News.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. So if you guys didn't see
that should be our catchphrase. We always say, "Do you want to go first?" Who wants to go first?
So I don't know if you guys saw this, but BookBo is working with a couple different authors now.
What?
Yeah, so they are going to have they have it now. I'm pretty sure it's available now for pre-order. Special BookBos for the Folk of the Air trilogy with Holly Black. And then another one with Victoria Aveyard for the Red Queen series.
What? Where are you seeing this?
It's on their Instagram
cool.
and then their website too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can go pre-order them now.
That's so cool.
But yeah, they're working directly with the authors. And I think that's
that.
awesome. I'm assuming if this goes well, they're going to continue with other authors.
Well, they did exciting. Work with Jennifer L. Armentrout on her last pre-order release. But it was like a pre-order. But like that's still so cool.
So, I just remembered my niece told me that she just read the Red Queen series and really loved it. That's what I should get her for
That's
Christmas.
definitely what you should get for Christmas.
Yep.
She's freak.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should definitely do that.
That's a good idea. I wonder when they're going to ship, though. Either way, look it
or
up.
Birthday.
Check it out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm very excited to see. I haven't read either of those series, so I'm not too excited about these. But I'm excited to see what's next, because if they come out with the series that I've read.
Right. I love the Holly Black series.
I love Holly Black. I haven't read her books, but I haven't read her new books. I've read her old books, and I've always loved her. That's awesome. So I was like, I don't know what I was doing. What am I ever doing?
What is my life?
What is life? And I saw that Marissa Meyer's Lunar Chronicles series is getting a new look, and I really like it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
So cool.
I wasn't sure, but it just looks so modern, and I don't know, it just looks cool. So, but I already have the book, so I guess I'll have to buy a new one.
Or may not be helping promote them here in a couple weeks. Yeah. I'm excited. I got an email from Fierce Reads about like when they released and stuff. And I was like, this is so exciting. And this may be my push to finally read those books.
Right, because we have them.
Yeah, they're sitting on my shelf, but
yeah, I just thought that was really cool.
They look awesome.
Do you want to do our December bookish horoscopes?
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay.
December. Mine better be good because my birthday's in December.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what are you? You're don't tell me. You're an Aries.
Yeah.
You're a what are you?
Gonna read what?
What's your thing?
A ram.
A ram. Because I'm a goat.
Right.
Ram and goat. That should our podcast name be, Ram and Goat.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll leave. All right.
Are you gonna read mine or am I gonna read yours first? I gotta find yours.
Oh,
first,
I'll read yours because I'm on it.
Okay.
All right. Keywords: speak, share, and grow.
Oh,
are you? By the way, let's give a little update. Are you still doing the moon?
Yeah.
Me too, guys. If you are doing that, please reach out to us because we want to hear what your moon signs are. We might have to do like a moon sign thing every day.
I would just like to note the one I got the other day that I sent you and Nicole that said, drink water. That was my thing for the day, drink water.
Girl, you better hydrate.
I mean, to be fair, it was on, pretty sure the Saturday or Sunday after we went to Chicago, and I was like, yeah, that's probably good advice.
I was feeling needy, and so sometimes you don't know how to feel until another person disregards them, and I was like, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Why are you coming at me like that? Okay, so you went real deep last month, discovering new facets within yourself, and it has like diamonds around that. You never knew existed. Perhaps one of the things you discovered is that you're ready for your next big adventure. If not, December may bring you into your life anyways. Bring that into your life. I was like, that didn't make any sense. That stars this. Oh my God! Now I'm turning to you. No, I don't know what was happening tonight. I was doing so good. The star suggests you be open to change. Embrace it even. You just delved deep. Now bring some of those dreams and vulnerabilities and ideas back to the surface to share with whomever is willing to listen. Oh. In doing so, you may meet new people, change the course load for the next semester, or shift your role you play with your family. Oh. Don't keep quiet, Aries.
Shift it from mom to what?
Dad. Daddy. Zaddy.
No! No!
Don't keep quiet, Aries. Your words and ideas have value, and we can't wait to hear them. Yeah. Your book pick is The Sky Weaver by Kristen Cicerilli.
Yeah.
Reason. Here's an adventure for you.
Oh, sorry.
Sapphire and Eris, sworn enemies, find themselves on a common mission to find Asha, the last
Namsara. Yeah. I can say it in my head.
Me too.
Sounds right. I just can't say it with my face.
That's why I couldn't say Keanu, because I was saying Kanyu. Their search becomes woven ever more tightly as they discover the uncertain fate they're hurling towards a shared one in this world and the next. I butchered that. Why do I always butcher the horoscopes? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so your keywords are love, joy, and cheer. You were basically a creative genius last month.
What's up?
We hope you're proud of whatever you created, and we mean that in the least sarcastic way possible.
I like sarcastic. I'm trying to think, did I create anything last month? I got a dog.
You're looking at her. I was like, you did not create
I did not create a dog, but I got her. And she's so good. You guys ever heard her once?
Right?
Oh, shit. She's moving. All right. Don't talk about her anymore.
All that inspiration will flow straight into your little heart in December. It's just the universe's way of saying, I love you. So spread some love and joy and eggnog around. Decorate your locker. Surprise your family with handmade cards. Compliment a rando on the street. The impact that you have on people around you this month is staggering.
The only thing I do is comment a rando. I don't like to hand make anything, and I don't want to decorate my office.
What about your locker?
My locker, maybe my high school crush will see it.
Oh my God. So use your power wisely and set yourself up for a bright and cheery new year. Bye-bye now.
Oh.
So your book pick is Match Made in Mendai. Are you looking at this?
Mehendi?
How do you say it?
Mehendi? I have no idea.
Sorry.
What is that?
And it's by Nandini Bajpayee.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We usually look up how to say the authors, but this is kind of a free-for-all. We haven't read these yet, so
the reason is a bit of joy for you as you spread it around for others. Follow Simi's misadventures in matchmaking as she helps connect a wallflower of a girl with the star of the boys' soccer team, upending the high school hierarchy and making herself public enemy #1 in the process.
Oh, I like wallflowers.
Yeah, that sounds really cute.
That sounds really cute. I really like the cover, too.
Mm-hmm.
Footsie. Okay, so Book of the Month Club. I know you talked about it. So I just wanted to go through because I really liked on their website they have just like a really like short sentence and then they have like keywords for it. So I wanted to go through that. So I guess I didn't talk about this one above. Hearts, Strings, and Other Breakable Things by Jacqueline Firkins. It's YA contemporary romance. Your modern retelling of Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. Q, cute love interest, witty dialogue, and awfully difficult decisions.
Ooh.
And the keywords is romance, fast read, love triangle, and based on a classic. I haven't read Mansfield Park.
I've read no Jane Austen. I'm sorry.
We suck. The next one is Where the World Ends by Gerald McGoffin, or however you say it, I'm so sorry. Historical fiction, abandoned on a Scottish island in the 1700s. That's brutal, but it's also based on a true story, if you can believe that. Right? I want to tell you that. Is that so crazy? What are those called? Like keywords? Not keywords, but it's like
blur. I don't know.
Power words.
I don't know.
Slow build, international, critically acclaimed, and rugged.
Ooh.
Revere by Ryan LaSala is a YA fantasy. Your rainbow field Alice in Wonderland fantasy world. And yes, it includes a magical drag queen villain.
What?
Obviously. Isn't that awesome? That's why I picked it for my Book of the Month Club. Action-packed, puzzle, LGBTQ+, and friendly and magical.
I love that cover too. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. But the magical drag queen villain, I was like, yes, order. This is what I want. And then Dangerous Alliances by Jenicky Cohen, historical romance. An avid Jane Austen fan gets caught up in a marriage scheme similar to her favorite author's characters. Coincidence? Keywords are romance, 400+ pages, emotional, and puzzle.
So there's 2 Jane Austen books this month?
Yes. No, this is the same one. Sorry. I was repeating them. What?
Well,
this is the same one, right? Oh, no. Yeah. Sorry. My brain. I was on to the next. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Jane Austen's like, this must be the month for her.
That's crazy.
And then the last one is The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, YA fantasy. The Queen of Fairy is back with a delicious revenge-filled finale. Just make sure you've read the first 2 books. So I couldn't do that one. But it said famous author, magical, buzzy, and third in the series.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you've read this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So did you pre-order the third one, or are you just going to
I thought I did. But
here we go.
Now I remember. So do you remember how they had a pre-order incentive and you got a pin, but you only got the incentive if you ordered from a indie bookstore?
Yeah.
A local indie bookstore or whatever, and I didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
I know. Because I looked, and like the only local one in Iowa, you had to call the order.
You had to do an indie? You couldn't do like indie bound?
Mm-mm. And you had to call the order, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to call.
Should have had me. I would have called you for you. And then another thing I wanted to, just because I'm obsessed with Emily Savada.
I saw you recommend this series today on Facebook in one of the book groups we're in.
Yes, I did. I just I'm a pusher of the books I love. I'm a pusher. What is that from?
Mean Girls.
I'm a pusher. This Mortal Coil series has like a 0.5 like prequel that you can read for free on Riveted Lit. I wrote, join me in my obsession, K, thanks. It's basically, it shows like what the characters were treated as when they were younger, stuck in this lab. And it's really good. It kind of like gives you a preface of like who they are and what's going on, which I really like. Ooh. And then you can pre-order this Vicious Cure.
Is that the last one?
It's the third and final, and it'll be out in, I think, January 21st of 2020.
Dang.
And if you pre-order it, she'll give you like signed things that you can put in each of the books. Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. So yeah.
Yay.
Holiday books.
Yeah.
Will we find one that's not romance? That is the question.
Okay, so do you remember when we kind of talked about this last year? And you don't remember.
I just shook my head.
I looked up and you were just shaking your head. And I just remember like wanting to read a holiday book that wasn't super white.
Oh shoot! I was like the snow. Nope, just kidding.
Super white and super straight.
Yeah.
So
did you find any?
I
did not.
Honestly, I haven't. So I was just telling you this before we started recording. Like, it does not feel like December to me.
It doesn't feel like Christmas.
Like I'm not there yet.
No.
And we're already a third of the way into the month.
Like normally, like we're both like doing our advent calendars and we're like decorating, and it's like we're so into it, and I'm not either. I mean, I have my tree up out of like I forced myself.
This is how it was for Halloween though. Like I wasn't ready for Halloween until it was past, and I'm like, oh, that's
like Halloween. I love you.
So I feel like I've been behind this whole year, this whole holiday season. I don't know. Yeah. So I haven't even looked at holiday books. Like there's a couple I've looked at technically because I got sent them.
Yeah.
So I added a couple of those on this list, but otherwise I haven't really done a lot of research. I want to read some holiday books, but like maybe I'll read them in January when I'm feeling holiday.
In the Christmas spirit. Right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I found a couple that I really wanted. I didn't actually. Probably should have been thinking about that, but I basically went for YA really popular.
Yeah.
Holiday books because I thought, hey, they're popular. I'll probably like them. Our listeners will probably like them. We can talk about the first one. Didn't you watch this Netflix series?
I didn't watch it yet.
Okay, I think Hannah, our listener, did. So Let It Snow, 3 Holiday Romances by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. Mm-hmm. It's a YA contemporary romance. The magic of the holidays shine in these hilarious and charming interconnected tales of love, romance, and breathtaking kisses. And it's on Netflix. And Hannah said she listened to it and she felt a little old. Yeah. But she liked it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
And I don't know what the book is like, but just judging by the cover of the movie on Netflix, it's not super white. Like, it's not all white.
No. So that kind of counts. Yeah, that's a plus.
I don't know about, like, straight and cis and all that.
Yeah.
It's definitely not super white, so there's
that. Well, my goal was trying to find something that wasn't about Christmas.
Right.
Which is very hard also. Because I put holiday book about a bunch of Halloween. I'm like, no. Like, something other than Christmas. So
this next one does have stories that aren't just Christmas.
That's what I was really excited about. So I remember this from our episode 42 anthology, if you want to, like, talk about it and tell what it is.
Yeah, so it's called My True Love Gave to Me. It's 12 holiday stories. So it's edited by Stephanie Perkins, but then there's a ton of well-known YA authors in there. Holly Black, Allie Carter, Gail Foreman, Jenny Han, David Leviathan, Rainbow Rowell, yeah. Why can I never say it? Lainey
I would say
Taylor.
Rowell sometimes, yeah.
So I've read most of this book.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
There's like a story about New Year's, and I'm pretty sure there's a Hanukkah one.
Yeah.
And like, it's just nice to have other things. So it says, whether you enjoy celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah, winter solstice, or New Year's, there's something here for everyone. So curl up by the fireplace and get cozy.
And anthologies are so good and sometimes bad, in my opinion, just because you love it and then you're like, but I want more. But then it's also like, for me, usually I end up thinking about them a lot because it's just like, my brain is like, well, what? Maybe this happened or maybe that happened. So
and I can't remember which one comes first, but Stephanie Perkins also has a story in this one, and then the other anthology that she edited, the summer one.
Oh yeah,
and her 2 stories are
name on there.
the same, like they're connected. They're the same characters, but I can't remember which one comes first. So you might have to do your research if you start reading those and figure out which one comes first.
Yeah,
but it's adorable.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I found this like another David Leviathan and Rachel Cohen book. It's Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. Have you heard about this?
I have, because I have the 12 Days of Dash and Lily.
I hate you. Because I'm going to read
I don't
these.
know why I have just that one, but
I'm going to read these. I'm so excited. So the first, they're both YA contemporary romance. The one about Book of Dares, it's about a girl who has left a red notebook for the boy of her dreams to find in her favorite bookstore and complete the challenges.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And then the 12 Days of Dash and Lily is we get to catch up a year later with them and see where they're at and if they're together, if they're friends, and it's another, like, it's their first Christmas if they're together, and
it's got a very cute Christmassy cover.
Yes,
I think that's why I bought it, because it was on Book Outlet and I saw it on there, and so I got it.
You're like, yes, but don't read it before the other one,
right?
Because I said I didn't read the synopsis because I didn't want to ruin the first book for anyone or myself.
But I really love that concept.
Isn't that cute?
Yes,
I was like, I want to do that. I'm just gonna like start leaving stuff in places.
But then, like, I don't know, our luck, like, you'd get a creep, a super creep, that would then stalk you or something.
So I found a Christmas YA fantasy book by Cynthia Hand.
This came out
Have you heard
last
this?
year.
Okay.
Yes.
The Afterlife of Holly Chase. I'd never heard of it before, which is shocking because I really like the cover. Holly was once a Scrooge who did not change her ways after being visited by the 3 ghosts. So she died, and now she's one of the ghosts. Now she's a part of this place that does the ghosts, who visit people and try to change their ways. She is miserable with this Christmas that's all about to change.
Yeah, I thought this sounded really good last year.
So
when
interesting.
I'm pretty sure it came out last year. I just clicked on it to look, and then I didn't look.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
That's a fun story. Thanks for telling it.
Good talk.
2017, so 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm also behind in my years, so here we are. But yeah, I thought that sounded really good then too.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? This is so interesting. That's such an interesting concept.
Yeah, and it's not just a romance, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'm a sucker for romances, but sometimes we want to see what else is out there.
Right.
Do you want me to keep going, or do you want to read this one? Or
sure, I can read this one.
Cool.
So this is Xmas by Kate Bryan. It's a YA contemporary romance. I'm gonna click because I want to see the cover because I don't think I've ever heard of this one.
I can't remember who. Or
the cover is like candy canes making a heart, and then one of the candy canes is broken.
Yep, I really like the X.
Yeah.
Xmas, so it made me laugh.
It says Lila's parents are out of town until Christmas Eve, so when her brother runs away with his best friend to help the North Pole from global warming, she must team up with her ex to find them before her parents get home. That sounds fun.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
And so her ex is the brother of the best friend. So that's why they team up.
Gotcha.
So they both have to find their siblings.
Yeah.
And I just love they're like, gotta save the North Pole from global warming. Sounds like such a little kid thing.
So adorable.
That sounds so cute. So I really want to read that one too.
It's my list right now.
Right? I went through all and I was like, want to read. Do you want to read the next one? Or do you want me to?
You can.
Okay,
We
cool.
can go back and forth.
Love and Other Train Wrecks by Lee Conan. It's a YA contemporary romance. Noah is a hopeless romantic, and Amy doesn't believe in true love. When their train breaks down, they are forced to get another mode of transportation to travel together, and their trips takes them on an unexpected journey.
Oh, I love those kind of stories.
Cute? I was like, yes. It kind of reminded me of the Amy and something by
Sorry, I need more.
Amy, something about a road trip tour. Amy and Rogers.
Yeah.
Only Christmas.
What?
I said only Christmas. Like it's only Christmas. What is the name of her? Morgan Matson.
Yes, Morgan Matson.
What is it called?
Amy and Rogers' epic road trip.
Yes. But I said only this one's Christmassy.
I was like, only Christmas. I don't understand. This isn't helping.
All right, we got there.
We're not on the same page today.
We got there, though. We just took a U-turn, but we got there. Okay.
Oh, my God. Okay, so the next one is Kiss Me in New York by Catherine Ryder. The cover on that's really cute, too.
Isn't that so cute?
It's like a black background with snowflakes and the New York City skyline.
In New York. We could have gone to New York in the winter.
No.
Absolutely not.
So this one says, Charlotte is traveling home after being dumped. Anthony's girlfriend just broke up with him in the middle of the holiday crowd. When Charlotte's flight is canceled, the two will spend the night trying to heal their broken hearts.
And that's so cute.
That sounds so cute.
And that little blurb is from bustle.com by Carrie
Yarima.
Mm-hmm. I just thought that she wrote it so well. I couldn't summarize it better myself.
Right. Yeah, her little blurbs are perfect.
Yes, she wrote
spot on.
Yes. So there was more books, but I just picked some out of her article. The next one, and I know so the next one is by Melissa De La Cruz. Who have we read? What books have we read? Why does her name sound so familiar?
We saw her at BookCon.
There we go. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I was like, why does this name sound so familiar?
She was on a couple of the different panels that we watched.
There we go. I was like, I don't think I've read her, but her name is so familiar and fun to say.
Yeah.
Pride and Prejudice and Mistletoe by Melissa De La Cruz. YA contemporary romance. When super successful Darcy Fitzwilliam goes...
What's with all the Jane Austen?
I know. I like Christmas and Jane Austen. It must be a thing that we didn't know about.
Right.
We need to ask. Is this a thing? When the two... I interrupted you. I was coming up on Fitzwilliam too. Like, Fitzwilliam. Goes home to Pemberley, Ohio for Christmas. She meets her parents' neighbor, Luke Bennett. When the two form a surprising connection, Darcy wonders whether her pride and his prejudice will stand in their way.
Oh, so in this one, Darcy's the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I haven't read it, but I've read
Pride and Prejudice because that's like
ones.
one of my favorite.
I think I was forced to watch the movie by my friends when I was in high school.
I was going to say, I probably forced you. That's one of my favorite movies. I watch it when I'm sad because it makes me happy. I'm okay.
All right. So the next one up is Top 10 Clues You're Clueless by Liz. Did you look up how to say that?
No, Zukas?
Okay, we'll go with that. Liz Zukas. It's a YA contemporary romance. When Chloe is accused, along with her fellow teenage employees, of stealing $10,000 on Christmas Eve, she finds herself locked in work jail, the break room, with 5 of her coworkers. Now they have to band together to clear their names.
I thought that sounded so cool.
Yeah.
And interesting.
And it's not just like romance.
Yeah, exactly. I remember reading about this one before I found Carrie Yurima's article, and her crush is one of her other employees. That's why the romance comes in. Because I was like, where's the romance come in?
Right.
The next one is My New Crush Gave to Me by Shani Petroff. YA contemporary romance. Charlie Donovan knows exactly what she wants for Christmas. Tio Ortez, and she has a plan to rig Secret Santa so that she can win his heart with 5 perfect gifts. But to do this, she needs help. Enter J.D. Ortez, Tio's cousin, who soon complicates Charlie's feelings.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought that was cute.
Yeah, I like that.
So this is the book that I really want to read this winter. This is the one I'm excited about.
Yeah. Okay, so it's What Light by Jay Asher, another YA contemporary romance. Sierra's family runs a tree farm in Oregon, and each year they sell trees in California. This is where she meets Caleb, who is struggling with his past. Sierra wants to help Caleb with his past, but rumors spread all around them. What Light is a love story that's moving and life-affirming and completely unforgettable. That sounds adorable.
Yeah, well, it's basically like Sierra feels like she's two people, a person who's in California and a person who's in Oregon, and she runs into Caleb, who is like really struggling, and so she doesn't know him from his past, so she knows him for just him, and I just think it's really cute.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Okay, the next one. Do you want me to read or do you want to?
I can.
Because I rage read a bunch.
Right. So I finally added a couple of my picks down here. And this is one of the ones that I got sent this year. It's called A Wedding in December by Sarah Morgan. It's a adult romance.
Okay.
The whole White family is gathering in Aspen for the youngest daughter, Rosie's wedding, but everyone in the family is hiding their own secrets, including the bride. This wedding is sure to be one that nobody will forget.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought it sounded cute. And I really like Sarah Morgan's books. I read The Christmas Sisters last year. I talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
And that was another one I have on my list here. It says, the only thing Suzanne McBride wants is for her 3 adopted daughters to be home together for Christmas. But even though she gets her wish, all 3 daughters have their own issues going on, and each of them needs to learn how to rely on each other a bit more.
Oh.
So that one was really adorable. It's just like they each had very complicated lives, and then once they realized like it's okay to rely on each other and stuff, it just got really cute.
Yeah.
Oh. So I'm kind of excited to see what she does with The Wedding in December, and the cover on that one is super pretty. Oh. And then the last one I just wanted to mention quick is another one I mentioned last year, The White Christmas Inn by Colleen Wright. In this heartwarming feel-good novel, a snowstorm brings together a cast of very different characters at a sleepy New England inn just in time for Christmas, and maybe even time for a Christmas miracle. This is the one that I read, and then I was like, it's called The White Christmas Inn.
Oh, yeah, and you were like, give me more.
Which was very fitting because it's very white.
Sounds to me that you need to read Let It Snow, or at least watch it, because, I really want to read Dash and Lily's. Both of those, just because they sound so cute.
It does. It sounds adorable.
And I want to read all of them, so I don't know.
No, that might be a lie. I was going to say, I think I'm on a blog tour for A Wedding in December, so I'm definitely going to read that one.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. I got to look at my schedule.
Oh my gosh. I need to work on my schedule. Well, you guys should let us know if we've missed any December releases or any holiday books that you recommend.
Yes.
We are always looking to,
diversify.
Yeah, diversify, see, and read more books. I always need more books to add to my TBR.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need it, but I love it.
I love it. I can't help it. I keep doing it. I'm just like, oh, and this one, and this one, and this one.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm excited to read some books for Christmas. Maybe I'll get you in the Christmas spirit.
Maybe.
We'll
see.
Okay, well, you better get going. We've got more tea to drink and books to read. All of our social medias are down below. Make sure to rate and review the podcast on Apple Podcasts. It really helps people find us. I don't know if they can rate and review anywhere else, really.
I'm sure you can, but for some reason, Apple Podcast seems to be like one of the important ones
main
for whatever
platforms.
reason.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, wherever you're listening,
yes,
rate and review.
If there's a possibility to rate and review us, or tell your friends about us that they are book lovers too. We love people to come in and give us more suggestions about what they want us to talk about and all of the fun things. Come get personal with us on Patreon. For $1, you can become a book fairy, where you'll have a Discord, discussions, and photos and videos we only share on Patreon. For $5, you can become a book dragon. You'll have all of that, plus our mini episodes where we deep dive into books that we're interested in. And maybe some book dragons can join us and they can pick some books that they want us to do.
Yeah, that would be great.
Right? And then $10 Book Wizard, you get all of that, and you get our after hours episodes. Those are more of like the late night where we're a little bit more relaxed. We have some drinks, we have guests, and yeah, they're pretty fun.
Yeah.
And we're working on Discord. I'm really excited. I'm working on some emotes.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be really fun.
Yeah, Discord is one of those things like we're figuring it out as you guys are probably figuring it out.
Exactly. So. But I think it's basically just like a way for all of us to chat and just say funny things about what's going on with our day. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.